Hello future millionaires and welcome back to my channel. I am Kayla.K.Keane, and if it's your first time here, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and ensure that you share the video with a friend. So in my last video, I showed you the inside of the H&L concrete panel home, which is a new technology that has just been brought into Jamaica from Colombia that allows you to build your house in 6 to 8 months. So that is a game changer. The cost of these units range from just over $4 million to just above $8 million. Now, you had a lot of questions on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram page, and on my TikTok page. So I have visited H&L so you don't have to. And in this video, I'm going to break down the cost for you, inform you about things that you need to know. Some people call them hidden costs. I don't think they're necessarily hidden. But remember, this is not a house that you're buying already built, like say in a scheme. It's a property that you're buying a kit, and then you'll have to get a contractor to construct the unit. So I'm going to break it down for you, and hopefully this will answer all of your questions. So as you can see, I have my clipboard with all my notes for the cost breakdown, which was the most popular question. So remember I said in the last video, there are 3 units. There's a 1-bedroom unit, a 2-bedroom unit, and a 3-bedroom unit that will come in the kit. Remember, this is not a house that is already constructed. You're buying the kit. You get a contractor and they will construct it for you. So firstly, we're going to look at the first additional cost of general consumption tax, GCT. Remember that general consumption tax in Jamaica now is 15%. So with each of the units, you are going to have to add 15% to it to get the actual cost when the government deducts their portion of the money. So if you're looking at the 1-bedroom unit, which would normally cost you $4.1 million, but when GCT is added, it will cost $4,715,000 Jamaican dollars. So let's talk about the 2-bedroom unit. So normally that would cost $4.5 million. However, when the 15% GCT is added, it will cost $5,175,000 Jamaican dollars. So let's talk about the 3-bedroom unit. So normally that unit would cost 8.9 million Jamaican dollars, but when the 15% is added, it will cost 10,235,000 Jamaican dollars. So remember now, we have looked at the cost of actually purchasing the unit and just the government collecting their portion. However, let's talk about the cost for the contractor. Remember that every contractor is different. So if you go to Tom will charge you X amount, while Harry will charge more or less, depending on a few things, skills, and just what they want to charge overall, location of the project also. So these are things that you should consider. So you have to choose a contractor to actually put the kit together on your behalf. So this will be an additional cost. For this cost, I won't be trying to work that out. You have to do so in your own time by actually talking to people who are contractors and letting them inform you about their general cost. Just an additional bit of information for you. The University of Technology Jamaica has actually trained a few contractors in putting the kit together. So I suggest also that if you're interested, you reach out to H&L and ask them for the list of those contractors so that they can work on your project for you. I believe that would be a safer move. But let's move on to a third cost that you need to look out for. So the third cost that you need to think about is transportation. Remember, if you live in a hilly remote area, it is ultimately going to cost more to have the kit transferred to your location. So that is something that you need to actually consider and do a rough calculation of how much it would cost you. If you live in the city areas like Kingston, clearly you will have less money to pay. So I want you to also write that down and consider it as an additional cost. The fourth cost that you need to think about is as it relates to constructing a foundation. Remember that you have to build your own foundation for the kit to sit on. The foundation is not a part of the cost for the house. So sewage and all those things will be a part of this cost. So you need to consider how much it would cost you to build a foundation for the house to sit on, and then you can know your overall cost better. Your contractor will be able to guide you ably into figuring this out. So I suggest that that be a part of the conversation that you have with your contractor. This one is a no-brainer. If you're going to build a foundation, you need to own land. So if you don't already own land, this would be an additional cost to you. So that is something that I want you to think about. If you are planning to utilize this option, you have to have land. So if you don't have land, you calculate the actual cost for land. And if you do have land already, it will only be the foundation that you're thinking about. As I said in my last video, everything above ground is covered by the money that is quoted by H&L. So you don't have to worry about the things that are above ground. It is the things that are below the ground that you have to worry about. So once your foundation is ready, you are good to go. Persons have been asking also, oh, but what if it's my mother's land? Remember, legally, you can build on someone's land with their permission, right? And that should be in writing. But I would suggest that you actually have them survey the land, cut you off a piece. If they want to be kind to you, let them actually give you that land. Because the truth is, in Jamaica, there has been a lot of conflicts that is caused by real estate issues. For example, building on family land. I would not advise my worst enemy to do it, but if you want to do it, there's a safe way to do so. And that is actually to have a lawyer be involved, cut off a piece of the land and actually give you that land. So your name can be on a title too. Let's be safe. Your grandmother might love you and want to give you the land, like genuinely. But what about when grandma dies? That is something that I want you to consider. I hope that this video was helpful in helping you understand the additional costs. And remember, I'm always available to answer your questions, your comments, and your queries on all of my social media platforms. And that is at Kayla.K.Keane. So please remember to like the video, subscribe, share it with a friend. And if you have more questions, go ahead and ask them in the comment section. I will answer them in my next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and remember, home ownership is available for all of us. The options might be different, but at the end of the day, we are all working towards the same goal. So, if you have already been able to purchase your property by watching the channel, like a few of my subscribers who reached out recently to tell me that they have acquired their own home through the information that I've shared here, please go ahead and reach out to me on my Instagram page. I want to share your story with Jamaica. I know that there is a pride that comes with home ownership. Hence, I give myself freely to assist you in understanding how it works. If there's something else that you want me to talk about in my next video, please feel free to tell me in the comment section. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.